Everybody, you're about to see some footage that I shot 2 nights ago, January 27th, 2017, here in Austin, Texas at the Continental Club on South Congress Street. This is footage of the band, the Sharks, Dennis Quaid and the Sharks. This is Dennis Quaid's band, film actor Dennis Quaid, and he and his band were playing, and my sister and I were there, so we each shot some footage. It's not going to be a lot of footage. It's not even the best moments of the whole night because basically my phone, I had gone straight from work and I didn't get to charge my phone. So my phone died after like the first song, and then my sister just got a couple of snippets because she doesn't like to film during that stuff. I probably would have filmed the entire night, but I couldn't. My phone quit on me. So enjoy the footage, and I'll probably come back and talk a little bit about it at the end. You will see myself and my sister in the footage for like half a second. The camera will pan around to catch me at one point, and at another point I pan my camera around to catch my sister. So, okay, enjoy the footage.
Thank you so much, Austin. See you next year. Thank you, sweet people. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. Short notice. We are the Sharks, and we play rock and roll, and we play a junkyard of other stuff. Most of you just like to have fun, and we want you to have fun.
With and who knows and who might know and all that stuff. They just don't tell them, is it? You only get one chance to make a first impression. So here we go. I'm a good man, but I'm a bad boy. I'm a good man, but I'm a bad boy. I work so hard, and I enjoy all my joy. I'll take a licking, and I will keep you right on to you. Bad boy, stay up late, but I come home before the rooster crows.
So there you go. That was a couple of nights ago here in Austin. As you can see, we were right in front of the stage. I mean, I was like leaning up against the stage. I was right like there, you know. Like it's a small venue, which I prefer small venues when I'm seeing anybody. And I mean, you know, the whole night I could have just like put my finger out and just touched his foot. That's how close. I didn't want to do that, but you know, that's how close we were. So it was pretty awesome, and it was an amazing show. This guy has so much energy, and he looks like the same as he did when I used to watch his movies mostly in the 80s, with like most people probably know, like the first thing they probably think of Dennis Quaid. You know, people nowadays, a lot of them might think of the dad from The Parent Trap, which he was probably the best thing in that movie. I grew up with the original Parent Trap, but so I think of somebody else. But for me, Dennis Quaid is Remy McSwain from The Big Easy, you know, and Jerry Lee Lewis in Great Balls of Fire, which he did that song as the encore after he left the stage. I was surprised. I didn't think they were going to do an encore, but yeah, he came back and he did that song. And I had been wondering, you know, about halfway through the night, I remembered that he was Jerry Lee Lewis, and I was wondering if he was going to ever do that song, and he did. That was the encore song. Oh man, it was just a great show. They did a couple of Doors tunes, and they did you know, they did some classics, they did some original stuff. It was just awesome, and it just, the energy was just picking up momentum the whole night. And I mean, that guy was jumping on the stage. He was phenomenal. And he's, you know, his expressions, he looks the same and acts the same as ever in any movie you ever remember. He's barely aged. Amazing. It was an amazing night, and he seemed like such an awesome guy, really sincere. I mean, at the end of the show, he was like shaking hands with the front row there. I was the first. And you know, Remy McSwain put his face right in my face and said, "Thanks for coming, man," and shook my hand, and it was so cool because I'm a big Easy fan. And it was probably the most fun I've ever had at a show. I'm not kidding. I mean, I had a lot of fun seeing Brian Setzer when he came down for the holidays like a few years ago, and Alice Cooper. That was one of my favorite shows. Those are two of my favorite shows. I mean, I see a lot of old school people, you know. My sister's a musician, and that's what she likes to see. She likes to see the classics and stuff, so I'm used to seeing, like, you know, I've seen like Paul McCartney, Billy Joel. I don't see a lot of the new bands or a lot of the indie bands and stuff like that. Even though I'm in Austin, I'm more of a movie guy generally than a music guy. I love music, but I don't follow anything. But yeah, I do like to go to some of the shows when it's somebody I really know, and you know, in some way or another. And being a movie person, seeing someone like Dennis Quaid is really awesome. And yeah, it was just the most awesome experience. Part of it, you know, was also just being that close. I've never been right at the front of the stage before. Actually, in a lot of the concerts I've gone to, I'm like way out there in the back. So this was really cool. When I saw Alice Cooper and I mentioned Alice Cooper and who did I mention? Brian Setzer. I saw those two at a venue. I can't remember what it's called, in Austin. It's also a very small, intimate venue, and I like that. You know, that's how you get a good view and everything. And that's always how I have the most fun. But yeah, this time, I was right there. You know, like it was like sitting right on stage. It was so cool. So I was practically sitting on the stage, and just an amazing show. If you get the chance to see the Sharks, Dennis Quaid and the Sharks, go out and see them. It's awesome. I would totally go see them again. I totally would. So that's it. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Highly recommend going out and checking them out if you ever get the chance. It's a pretty surreal experience seeing like Dennis Quaid and his band performing, especially at a small venue like that, right up there. And yeah, we just had a great time. You can see some pictures on Instagram that we posted, and some of them were taken by me. Mostly all I shot was that first. If you want to know where I was standing, it was that first song. It was the very opening song that I shot, and then my phone died. So that's where I was standing from, and and then I think my sister shot the rest. And we were there I was there with my sister and a friend of hers from work, and there's a few pictures on our Instagrams that are that they took. I took a selfie of myself at one point, but that was it. Everything else they shot. But yeah, great night, amazing performer, awesome guy, and just an awesome show. Check out Dennis Quaid and the Sharks if you ever get the chance. Okay, that's it for now, guys.